And Carlos as well. Yep. Much better clap.
Yeah, I agree. I'm disappointed in myself.
Hello everyone, we are in Azerbaijan for the episode 8 of Team Torque, presented by Atlassian. And today I have here with me the legend James Vowles.
Wow, fantastic.
JV for us in the team.
Does it say legend on there, or did you add that?
I added that.
That's very kind of you.
The presentation needed a bit of hype, you know.
Okay, good.
How are you, JV? All good?
Yeah, I'm good. I like it here. It's I think it's a track that suits us, but more than that, I don't know if you find the same thing, but you have more time. For example, I'm sure we'll spend more time together here, and otherwise there's less other items that come in, and it's still a good race that goes with it. So I enjoy it.
The fact that it takes 3 minutes to walk into the track is something. It saves you time, because normally we spend half an hour to 45 minutes traveling in and out of the track with the traffic, etc.
Yep.
But having 3 minutes, it just gives you an extra hour and a half of free time or downtime during the weekend.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, I'm sure you can see in the window behind us, but you can see the track. This is one of 2 hotels fundamentally where much of the team stay. And so for exactly as Carlos says, you can look out in the evening if you wish, and or in the morning and realize you're late, whichever way.
Yeah. You're looking forward to these flyaways? Or
Yeah, I am. I can't believe we've only got 8 to go. This whole
That's 1/3, no?
Yeah, 1/3. And it's just the season for me's disappeared. But I like the flyaways because you get a bit of time on a longer flight to do a little bit more than you would otherwise on a 2-hour flight. But they're all quite special in their own way. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Any favorites on
upcoming
8?
I like Singapore. Anytime you have a whole city centre, so Austin's the same, that changes for you, so it's all about Formula One.
Canada's,
exactly, Melbourne's is special.
Yeah.
And so we have a few of those coming up.
Yeah, no, that's good. I have here an interesting question that I want to share with you that I'm pretty sure you share some with me. Any pet peeves on traveling? Like now that we're going to do these long flights, spend time in airports, any things
I mean, my pet peeves are, we get to travel in a nice way. We should say that probably first and foremost. But it's just the inefficiency of time. Whenever you do all of these aspects, it's just wasted time, and it frustrates me.
We spend so much time in airports and planes that you're just, everyone that is in front of you in a queue that you see they're clumsy. Or they are a bit like they don't know how to do this thing through security. You're like,
it's the first time they've been through security. So I don't know if you do the same thing when you're in the queue lining up and there's 2 queues. I'm purposely looking at all the people in front and going, no.
Like if that 30 seconds you're gonna save is the most important 30 seconds of your life.
Correct.
And it irritates you, right?
Correct.
But you think about it, it's just 30 seconds.
I agree with you, but it's still 30 seconds of your life that you spent in a queue looking at someone forgetting to take their belt off. So yeah, I think you and I share probably that efficiency step that we need.
You know, sometimes when people jump off the planes, there's the 2 queues that go, no? Sometimes you see like one queue being more quick and generous than the other, and you're like, why is my queue not moving fast enough, you know, and I need to push here. Or maybe you change queues and you jump the seat to the other side or something.
Yeah, so I'm the same. It's exactly that on passport control when you come in, because some of the queues are pretty big for passport control. And again, it's the same thing. You're to continue adjudicating. It doesn't matter. We're going to be stopped at the same place afterwards, but it's important you get through quickly.
Yeah, I agree. I think we spend so much time that we just become a bit irritated with anything that is not as quick as it should be.
Do you have the same when you travel with Rebecca as well? As in, you are basically, look, you've got 20 seconds, I'm going to time you to get through it. Is that sort of how it works? Because it's the same with Rachel and myself. And now that we have 2 kids getting through, it's like a military operation of who's going to do what at what stage to get it through. And
I think what she's realized is that my pace in an airport changes. So I'm actually walking a lot quicker on an airport.
Yep, same.
And so it's like, come on, like, why are you walking slow? And actually it's not, it's me that I'm walking quick. And then I'm like, if she's wearing any kind of shoe, you know, that you need to take off your shoes on security. I'm like, why do you wear those shoes? Why do you wear a belt? We are in an airport. Don't wear belt. Don't wear fancy shoes. Just be efficient. You know, we're here to travel, not to lose time in queues.
Post this, I'm going to show you a picture of me in an airport that Rachel took. But you'll see I have 4 bags on my shoulders, a pram here, and I'm just at speed, and she could barely keep up with me because it's all about just efficiency. So there you go.
I agree. Anyway, changing subjects.
Yeah, I was enough of that.
I see you testing.
Yeah.
What were you testing?
So a McLaren GT3, which is the same car I raced in a couple of years ago. It's an Evo version, so they've done an air update kit. And it was in, have you driven a Navara?
Yeah, I've driven the track.
Oh, it's a good track.
So now I've driven a 1973 or 78. Now I cannot remember. Williams F1 car around Navara.
I didn't know
Zach
this.
Brown owns it.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I don't know. I cannot remember.
It'd be. I thought he didn't own much in the 70s, but 78, if anything, anyway.
78, I think it is them. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a good track, very technical track, and they've changed the layout now. You've now, before the sort of 2 double left-hander, 1 first gear corners. Now that's actually into a hairpin, into a fast chicane.
Better because it was a bit all the same at one point. But if they changed that, that's
exactly that.
Turn 1, 2 is fun.
Turn 1, 2 is brilliant. Yeah, the first time you go through properly at speed because it's flat. Turn 1 we're about 245 kilometers an hour in a GT3 car. Completely flat, and then when the car's loaded, you've got to slow the car right down before you go into 2.
And you have all the wheel lift and everything.
Exactly that.
That's good. Were you quick? Any rustiness?
So definitely rustiness. To put numbers to it, I started off the gold around about 7 seconds, and when I was there,
Gold means the quickest guy.
Yeah, correct.
There,
he's a McLaren reference driver, so he knows the car, knows everything around it. And when I was there, I thought, this is going to be a lot of work.
It's going to be a long day.
It's
7 seconds to catch up.
Exactly that. And we had rain in the middle of day 1, which took out 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours. But by the end of it, it was 1.6 seconds off. And there's a big snap in the continuing lap.
I saw the lap turn 4 or 5.
Yeah. And that
I
was...
saw the snap and it was like, that's 2 tenths there.
Yeah. That's a bit more. I think it was about 4.
That was your new tower lap.
Yeah. Now you get my frustration. So
you see, I see everything.
You do. I'm impressed. But I'm okay with it. It's a good step. And then more to follow is all I say at the moment. But the reason why I love it, genuinely, let's be completely clear. I am nowhere near any of you. I am amateur. But you get just a tiny taste of appreciation for how, incredible you are. I'm going to make you blush a little bit. Legend goes there now. But also some of the difficulties you go through in terms of, when you are really trying to find the last little bits of it, everything around you has to be perfect in order to be created to do that. And that's why I do it. It gives me a little bit of connection with you and Alex.
That's good. I think if it gives you that awareness, something that I found with you is that you have, let's say, a soft touch to understand the driver's feelings and the driver's mentality, because maybe you practiced in the past a bit of that and you practice a bit of that. And if I ever go to do something similar to your job, I always will try and be as close to the race driver to try and understand what he feels and how can I make him feel
exactly
comfortable and help him on the psychology side, or help him on what can I do to make that environment easier for you or better, because I feel like there's a lot of lap time there
100%.
that you cannot measure. That's the problem.
You can't. But everything you're doing, if you think about it, it's not muscle, it's psychological. It's about being in the right space, mental space, and acuity. So if I can help a little bit, and I really do mean a little bit, then it's good use of my time.
Yeah. And this brings me to the next question. Out of these cars that you've tested, if you could have, let's say, a chance to race in any series in the world, let's give me 3 of them that you would say, I'd love to race here, here, and here.
So
if you were a superhuman athlete, that you could do the 3.
I'd really, so it's different to you. I'd really want to do Le Mans. I definitely want to do Le Mans one day. I think I've been looking at it since I was a kid, and I just love the challenge of 24 hours of racing, especially now because it's not endurance racing anymore. It's sprints. Everyone's just flat out the whole time. So that it's impossible to do whilst I'm doing this. And I'll probably be too old past this point. But you asked if it was possible.
But you could do it. That's a good thing about Le Mans. You could perfectly set up a team and
indeed
hire me as the goal would I be gold?
You'd be platinum.
Platinum,
But
no?
that's okay. We can do it with the platinum. You heard it here first. That's now recorded. So that was set up for my plan. No, on a serious note, it's entirely possible. It just interferes with the F1 calendar now. That's the biggest problem. That's the limitation. I'd want to do Dakar. I know it's changed a lot since what it was before in Paris-Dakar, but I have the utmost respect for your dad and other people that compete in that series. It's crazy when you think about it, but...
I had the most insane experience 2 weeks ago now, before Zandvoort. My dad invited me to test his Dakar car.
Yeah.
And I've never had so much fun in my life driving a car. Okay, it's very different to what I do, and that's probably what gives me the thrill, that is so different, and I need to get my skill toolbox and say, this, throw it to the bin, and now I'm going to use these other skills that have nothing to do with what I do, but I'm going to play around and see how can I adapt to this thing. And then having my dad as a co-driver pushing me to say, no, here you can push more, flat out. Don't worry, the car takes this, the car takes that. Flat. I mean, like, I'm pushing, like, and how can you trust that I'm here under full control? And I was, at the end of the day, we did like 5 or 6 laps to this 10-kilometer loop, full of bumps, full of danger, full of high-speed, low-speed corners, with a car that I'm not familiar with. I was pushing, and he was forcing me to push even more, to have fun and to actually say, look how tough is what I do.
Yeah, agreed.
And my respect towards him and his peers of his category went so high, because I said, this is a completely different discipline. This is a completely different level of risk management, like not knowing what's behind every corner, not knowing every crest.
This is the point. Yeah, you don't know where you're going. You don't know what's literally over the hill.
And I really enjoyed it. And if there's any other test opportunity, I'd like you to come and
100%.
get behind the wheel or get next to my dad and feel that, because it's impressive.
Agreed.
I would add to that, I like yours, MotoGP. If I was a superhuman athlete.
Yeah, I'm with you. So I had the opportunity, different team, sorry, a few years ago to work with Valentino, and that we went to Valencia. It was in the end. And here's the bit that probably the world doesn't understand. In a car, you can get within a couple of seconds of someone reasonably good. But on a MotoGP bike, if you're within 14 seconds...
14?
Yeah, you're very good. Very good, yeah.
That's how special they are.
That's how special they are. It's and you look at them, they fall. So take Marquez. He probably has, I think it's about 40 falls a year, including testing. Because to find the limit, you're finding it on saturating the front axle until
it gives out.
Until it gives out.
And an understeer for us is just missing the apex by this much. Exactly. For them, it's a fall.
Correct. And that's sort of what makes it incredible and special. So I think you're spot on, the utmost admiration for them.
I would love, I did a bit of motocross when I was younger.
Yep.
Every time I had a chance to go on a equivalent of a Moto2 bike, I did.
Yep.
They gave me 3 laps and they stopped me immediately because I was starting to get a bit confident. This was like 8 years ago now.
Yep.
But the feeling of leaning on a high grip circuit bike, I think is one of the best feelings that you can have.
So the adrenaline rush I have is more than in a GT3 car or some of the other single-seaters I've driven. Because when you're sliding the rear tire, especially, and you just feel it take a set, which you would have done, I'm not sure on the electronics in the Moto2, but on the World Superbikes, you feel it for sure.
You feel the slide.
Yeah, you can control the slide as well. And it's exceptional. It's brilliant.
I would love that.
So
I'm going to try once I retire or to jump in another bike. But very calmly, just to enjoy the feeling.
Agreed.
Okay. I have to congratulate you.
Why?
500K on Instagram.
Thank you. That's very good. I mean, the hard work's being done, this, by everyone else. I just have to put my face on there every now and again.
How does it feel being a celebrity?
So you're a celebrity. I am just someone who, I just treat it as part of the job that you connect with the fans in that way. That's all.
And we get JB to 1 million now.
There you go. Let's see if we can do that before the end of the year. That'll be our target.
I repost you. I
post
you, repost you. Maybe at the end of the year is too much, but
where are you
by
now?
the end of next year, if next year, for example, we start getting good results, like proper top fives,
then it will click.
then suddenly maybe we can use that as to pump you up.
I look forward to it. What number are you up to now? How many followers?
I think it's 11.8 million.
Ah, jeez.
I think I'm the fourth highest.
That's really impressive.
No, but I remember whenever I won a race or whenever you make a pole position, like this, followers going up 100K in one day. So it's like cheating the system, you know. It's like you just. That's why if the car next year allows us to do that, you'll see everything goes massively up.
I look forward to it together.
Anyway, and Baku, just going back to Baku before we finish this off. Expectations. You were quick here last year.
We were quick here last year. And not seeing that the car characteristic has changed dramatically. So I think we'll be quick here this year as well. The biggest item for me is we spent probably the last week and a half going through creating a menu of items to help us get the qualifying and the tyres in the right place there. That's really going to be the important part.
It's been a headache this year, to be honest. Speaking openly about it, it's given us, the guys at home cannot imagine the amount of headspace that it occupies in our meetings, in our weekend preparation to understand what part of the car is creating that weakness, because it's tire science. I think is the most complex science of Formula One.
It is a black art. Truthfully, is a black art everywhere. I mean, but what it means for you is literally you'll do 2 runs, and if you do a small change in what you're doing, or there's a little bit of traffic, it's a completely different grip profile, and that's why we can't qualify well as well. So we're just on the limit. But I'm quite happy with the menu of items we'll bring you here this weekend to help us. The difference in Baku as well is, unlike Monza, where it is quite hard to overtake. Here, even if we're slightly out of position, I know we can fight our way back up again, but more so than Monza.
Sometimes being quick with a soft tire in practice also doesn't mean you'll be quick in quali, which I think the fans struggle to understand.
Yeah,
because they see us, you were quick over 1 lap on Friday on the soft, but why are you not then delivering on Saturday Q1 or Q2?
But also to that point, we weren't actually even quick on 1 lap. We were quick when we did
on the 5th lap of the tire, which you don't get in quali, which is what I was warning a bit on media on Friday before Monza. Like, let's wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow we need to get it on the first lap. And if you see our first lap today, we were P11, P12 on the first lap.
Correct.
So let's see.
We're going to fix that. For you, Baku?
Baku is not my favorite street track.
Yep.
Because it's a bit always the same, like brake, 90-degree turn, power, brake, 90-degree power. But I like the element of the risk to it.
Yeah, I'm with
It's
you.
like in every braking zone, you need to take a decision, which is, do I turn in or do I go straight? Yeah. Because in qualifying, you're so on the limit of the brake and the slip of the front and rear front locking that you're like, am I going to make it? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. You turn in and you take a deep breath, like, okay, next one. Okay, braking point, I'm arriving at 300. Brake, am I going to make it? Yes, no, yes. Turn in, it grips. Yeah, that's qualifying here. So at the end of the lap, you're like, I've made it, because you're taking crazy risks. So I like that part of it. I like the racing. I think it offers good racing.
Agreed.
And a lot of the new modern trucks caught a bit the inspiration from what Baku gave to F1 in 2016 as a newbie at the time.
Yep.
But yeah, it has the weakness that all the corners are the same.
Yeah,
so
agreed.
Good pros and cons. Last part of this podcast, JV, and probably a most difficult, tricky one you're about to face.
We're about to face, or just me?
You. This is a question to you.
Okay.
I'll participate in some. I'll help you.
Good.
Who is most likely? Okay?
Yep.
Between Alex and me.
Yep.
Who is most likely to be late to a team debrief?
Alex.
Really? That's good.
You are. What the world doesn't understand is when you were late for the national anthem it was in Bahrain. For me, when someone said that, I was like, no, Carlos is incredibly regimented and structured on his timing. So I didn't believe a second. When I found out you were ill, that explains it. Punctuality is incredibly important. And with Alex, it's not that he wants to be late. He just sometimes forgets his phone, his wallet, his everything. So he's just doesn't even know what time it is.
Okay. So to get angry on the team radio. I know this one.
That'll be Alex as well in that circumstance. You don't get angry. You ask the right
in
questions.
Sunboard, I was You could tell I was angry, but I was controlling myself. But I was like, I hate everyone.
That's right. Anyway, Alex.
And to call JV randomly.
You, actually.
More of a randomer.
More of a randomer. But I like it. I do more of it. But yeah, we have good chats. It doesn't matter when. So yes.
I catch you by surprise sometimes.
Yeah, that's a good
with
thing.
your little kids at home and your
Yeah. There was one climbing on me, I think, at the time, but it was fine.
To post topless pics on social media.
That's you. That's definitely you. Like literally when you're talking about...
They see it works, so they say, give me more of that.
Literally when you said Instagram, I was about to say there's a slight difference between your six-pack and mine. But then I thought, I'll leave it there. But now
you're
we're
working on it, though. I see you.
I'm working on it in
on the
gym.
bike with me,
Yep.
on the gym.
Oh, the bike. I was really happy with the first 2.5 laps. I'm just annoyed in Monza with...
But I was pushing in the last lap.
Yeah,
That's my flat-out pace.
Okay.
But you should be able to hold the wheel, me flat-out, at 36.
I think it will come. There's a little bit missing.
I think you're going to be able. To respond to text, late to a text.
Alex. Same thing. He doesn't know his phone is.
Okay.
You respond really quickly. Like, you're very good.
Because it's you. You're my boss. If I don't respond quickly to my boss, who am I?
Good.
I recommend everyone at home to your boss.
Yep.
I mean, we're all a bit lazy to respond sometimes to friends and everything, but to the boss, boss is the boss. To propose to their partner next. What the hell is this question? As I was reading it.
I'm not answering that one just because I care about Alex and Carlos, and I'm not going to put either one in a bad situation. So that's it.
This is I didn't read this. I should have read this before.
You should have skipped over that one.
Ignored it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Alex by now, you would have thrown this on the table. It's done.
We're both at similar stages of our relationship, so
Correct.
it's very difficult to judge who will.
But what I will say is you've both chosen exceptional individuals. Really, really impressive.
That's good to hear from your boss.
So, yeah, well done.
And to order the weirdest thing in the menu, and what is it? Difficult, no? We don't do that many dinners.
We don't do that many dinners in that way.
And weird places where you can order weird stuff.
But everything that we've had together, I would eat everything you've ordered. So
that's true. We always share.
Exactly.
Okay. Last thing, JV.
Yep.
Featuring on our podcast, it's Atlassian teamwork question.
Yep.
Okay. How do you implement a strong teamwork culture in a sport that's constantly changing?
So it is constantly changing. But I think a benefit that we have that most other companies don't have is 24 times a year we're brought together with one goal, effectively. And the reason why you're here and the reason why I'm here as well is we're united by our North Star, which is to win championships together and win races together. So that's so clear within the business that you can drive people in that direction of travel really easily. So even though it's constantly changing, because those variables are always there and you can point towards them. This weekend, I want both cars in the points and we want to be doing a better qualifying than I had before. That's really clear. If you go on the team, everyone will know that as well. And so we're all united by that unified goal. And
like you have 24 reminders.
Exactly that. And it's a heartbeat that you work to. So I think that's how in our business, but answering the question probably more widely, it's what you do. It's clear communication and you bring people on the journey with you. Those are the keys.
Let's go and get them this weekend. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this one. Alex will be back in the next one.
Exactly. Thank you, Ron.
Bye.